tell you now, I ain't no holy individual, but I am righteous. I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm not gonna steal from you, I'm not gonna cheat you. I'm gonna tell you the truth, whether you like that or not. That's it.
How you feeling today?
I'm doing well, man. How about yourself?
All right. So, we're gonna get this interview started because I know you're probably in the process of cooking up some fire. I mean, so
Yeah.
for those who's watching, right?
Say that again.
For those who are watching, introduce yourself and tell them where you from.
Okay, my name is Young, and I'm from Oakland, California.
All right, that's what's up. So, boom, your claim to fame right now for me, right? Is when you made that beat.
Which one?
Inglorious Bastards with Supreme Cerebral and Casablanca.
Yup.
Yo.
Yeah, I did that.
Yo, did you do that purposely or did that sample skip?
It's probably just a simple skip. You know what I mean? I don't really even know what you're talking about. What part you talking about?
It was that. It was like skipping.
It's a loop. It's loops. It's I only fuck with chops and stuff. But yeah, I don't know. I don't got Serato or nothing to be making it skip or reverse or nothing.
Right. Yeah, man. That was crazy. That was crazy. How'd that record come about?
I met Casablanca through I want to say Poison Ring cat. Can't think of his name right now, but I met Casablanca through him, and I got him to jump on it. And then I said, well, who can you get on it? And he brought in Supreme.
Man, that beat, I play that to this day because you made that a few years ago. Yo, I play that like.
Yeah, that was a couple years ago. Yep.
Yeah, man. I still play that joint. I mean, that was like crazy fire. Because you produce under the name is it Yashmall or Yashmall? Yashmall, right? The big head scientist.
Big head science. That's right.
Yeah, true indeed, man. Yo, I'm still blown away by that beat. That beat was that's like fire right there. You know, and so
I'm gonna see if I can pull it up for you.
Damn. Woo. And they both killed it, you know?
Yeah. And that was the first time I actually heard Cerebral, and I was impressed. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely. So you out there on the West Coast?
Yeah, Oakland.
Damn, what you doing out there in Oakland making that fire ass boom bap shit? You ain't G-funking out there?
Yeah, that's what everybody say. You know, I mean, kind of fish out of water out here, but it's all good.
Yeah, I know you are, man. Yo, your shit is fire. But anyway, I wanna jump into this interview real quick. Like, when did you start rocking with beats? Was you rhyming first or was you DJing? What took place?
Yeah, you know the science. Yeah, I was rhyming my whole life up until about 18, 19, and then I got hold of an ASR 10 and started chopping samples, and I fell in love with that as much as the rhyming. And you know, now that I'm an old man and whatnot, I ain't really trying to be rhyming no more, but I'm still getting these beats in, and it's my ear. Because I used to rhyme, I think it's the reason why my ear is the way it is. Because you know, I'm like, oh yeah, that's the chop right there. Yeah, you know what I mean. That would be dope to rhyme to. So it benefits me rhyming before actually producing.
Now, are you still rocking with the ASR 10?
Not really. I'm straight Logic. I just go straight with Logic now, and I'm just putting everything to waves, chopping them up like that.
Well, now, so what made you switch from hardware to like software?
Man, mostly just I was tired of the floppy disk situation, and they, you know, this data corrupt on me, and now the beat gone and whatnot. But you know, these computers, they working with us right now. Like I'm about to get some more equipment just because my boy was showing me just how crazy it is. You got machines that you just throw the wave in and it chop it up for you. You know what I mean? All that. So I'm trying to get into it.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, like I was on the MPC 2000 XL for like 20 years. I would say the last maybe 6 to 8 months, been on the MPC studio with the laptop and all that,
Right.
and it's been
Right.
crazy. Like, because I had the MPC 2000 XL and a track board, a Force-Tex 15 track, and for me to send beats was just, the process was just too long. But this,
Bouncing it, yeah, no, like we had an MPC as well. I rocked with that for a while. I love the rhythm and the sequencing of the MPC, but sitting there chopping samples is a headache on the MP. You know what I mean? So I just got tired of that, and I wanted to step up, and that's when my cousin put me on the Logic, and now shit, my producer, dude I mess with at the studio, he on the Logic now too, because it's simple, it's cut and paste. You know what I mean? I can do more digging and chopping than actually all that truncating and taking forever to get to the beat. You know, once you're working on it for an hour, you're gonna get tired of it, no matter what it is. You're hearing it over and over.
yeah, true indeed. And since you mentioned digging, are you digging in the crates, or are you digging, or both?
Both.
Yes.
Both.
Yeah.
Both.
Yeah.
I don't turn down nothing but my collar. Like, you know what I mean? I love sounds. You know what I mean? I'll sample, you know, the pots and pans, you know, if it sound right, you know. So
right.
I know a lot of brothers, you know, had a opinion about digging and this and that, but that's crazy to me. I mean, I can go get a record from Japan or UK or whatever that I wouldn't be able to get other than digging.
Right, because there's a lot of brothers out there that feel they not hip hop if they don't have a MPC or SP12 and everything got to come off vinyl. Right. I'm like, come on, man.
And if you're not pulling every song off a record, I don't understand what that got to do with if it's fire or not. You know,
my sentiments exactly. You know, so it's the end result that really counts. You know,
right.
Definitely. So about drums, are you getting your drums off vinyl? Are you getting it offline? Or you buying sample packs? How that's working?
I mostly get them off breaks. I'll find an old school drum beat and chop it up. You know, grab a kick if I like the kick in that one, and a snare from somewhere else. But I also do get drum kits. You know, what's it? Drumbroker.com. You know, I mess with them. Because a lot of them drum sound live. You know what I mean? When you put them on, they sound like somebody in there. So yeah, I'm you know, again, the MPC, that's what I liked about the MPC was how the drums just would come out banging. So since I got away from that and I'm on this, you know, I got to work to keep it from sounding robotic, you know, but it's, you know, I've finally got used to it, put a little swing on it, and it's good.
Yeah, and I was about to ask you that, do you quantize your drums, or do you just turn the quantization off?
I rarely quantize. And most of the time, I'm producing straight into the grid. And I'm not even midied up in a lot of in a lot of cases. So yeah, no, I don't quantize.
Right.
I used to, like on the ASR, you know what I mean? I used to quantize, but not in this, because you don't have to. You can move it, you know, with you move the dots, move the waves. So, you know, if it sound off, that's what I do instead.
Right. So it sounds like Logic has really helped your workflow. It's flowing a little bit quicker.
Absolutely. I went from, like I said, grinding hard, trying to just truncate and chop, you know what I mean, to now that's the easy part, because I can see it. You know, I can see the wave, and so I can stretch it out, get right on the spot I want to get, you know, and it keeps the loop going smoothly.
Right. So when starting a beat, are you digging for the drums or the sample first?
Like I say, man, I'm all about the chops. I'm all about the samples. You know, I won't say most, but a lot of my stuff don't even have drums. You know, like these cats it's becoming more popular now, but me and my boys out here, we've been doing just loops, straight loops for the longest, man, since I was like in high school. You know what I mean? Like, because that's just the sound. That's our sound.
Right.
That's the reason why I'm back on now, because I see that the sound is being appreciated again.
So would you be able to say that that Rock Marciano is the credit for that?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yep. Rock Marciano, he was the first to be doing the sound again,
Okay.
to bring this sound back.
Right.
And because it's a street element to it. It's not backpack music. You know what I mean? And that's the thing. I'm out here with Hyro and all that stuff's cool, but that's not what we doing. Like our shit is way more street, way more hard, but it's also intelligent. You know what I mean? And it spurs thought process. And so yeah, Rock Marciano definitely.
Got you. So let me ask you this: do you feel like every beat or most beats need to have a bass line in it?
Nah. Like I say, it just gotta sound good, man. It's gotta be fire. You know, if you, I would appreciate bass or throw a filter on the sample or something. You know, a low end on the sample. But a lot of times, you know, I got a bass player. You ever heard of King Karnoff down in LA? He played bass professionally with Dre and all them. But yeah, every once in a while, I'll send him a couple bucks and he send me some fire. But it's not mandatory. You know, it's just a piece. It's about the chop and what you sprinkle around it.
Right. So when it comes to like the beats, what are your BPM? Do you have a certain range, or it can just
yeah, I know I don't go any faster than 88, and I could get down to like 68. You know what I mean, depending on how sticky the chop is. But yeah, that's about right. Normally probably somewhere in 84, 86 range.
tops?
Yep. But in Logic, like, you know, you time stretch it and make it right. You know what I mean? And so I don't have to do all that speeding up. And I ain't doing that. I like to make it sound like the original record. You know what I mean? But you can tell it's been chopped because the transitions is different from the original.
Right.
You know?
So are you chopping manually, or are you letting Logic chop it up for you?
I'm chopping manually still. You know, I can't, that part I don't want to do it any other way, because like I say, it's exact. When you let the machine chop it, it's still a little off. You know what I mean? It's still, and like I have a pet peeve, and my business partner, he always laugh because I have ADHD about that. Like the snatch, like if the sample is snatching just a little bit, man, I can't. No, we ain't doing. Let's just go to the next one.
So basically, like say you're sampling off a record, you're pulling the record back, catching the chops piece by piece. Is that what you're doing?
Well, like I said, either I could be working off the wave where I import the MP3, and then yeah, I'm just chopping it up, going to what would be the transient to transient, but you know, like I say, I'm stretching out and I'm doing it myself. Right. But yeah, most of the time, like even when we was on the records, like I say, I'll pull something. I like that break, so I'll use that. And then if it's not another break in the song, go find one from another song. You know, that's with the similar feel.
Right. So would you say like with your beats, they're pretty much, if they're just chops, no drums, they're pretty much one sequence?
No. See, that's the thing too. Like when we was growing up, I got this OG named Maggie, and he used to just, it's the same thing over and over and over again. So I just get tired of that. So I start adding to our style transitions, is what I call them. Just, you know what I mean? Change. It could be an intro, it could be an outro, it could be a movie piece in the middle, but something got to break the monotony because this style is very redundant. It's repetitive.
Right.
So no, I want to try to, you know what I mean, do the best, do what I can. That's why I'm trying to get that Serato, so you can have a straight loop, but you freaking it, you know what I mean, with all they little effects and whatnot.
Right, got you. So moving on, you've worked with Casual.
Yeah.
You know, how'd you link up with Casual?
You know, out here in Oakland, everybody know everybody. But my boy Rashid, he produces for one of Casual's partners, Israel. And Israel is real cool with Casual. And when we were starting the project, he said, yeah, I'll reach out and see what's happening. And he was loving the shit that we were sending him. And he was bodying most of it. Most of that stuff he bodied. So, you know, he still got it, but it's hard to keep these brothers focused.
Right. Right. Have you caught up with Sofia?
Sofia, no, I want to, but he was having some health issues back then. But I told my boy Rashid that I was like, man, we should get Sofia. I would like to get him and Casual on the same shit.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah, because they were on that same. I think they were on Casual's record. Didn't that spark the little issue
Yep.
at that time?
That's exactly what started the issue because Safir dropped out. I mean, he didn't ask Casual to be on that album. And so he was feeling some kind of way.
Got you. So are you producing full time or is this something you do on the side?
Nah, brother, this is part time. You know, I got a family to support and whatnot. That's why, you know, we ain't on. That's the issue. You know what I mean? The time to put in it. But right now, I just got back from being sick and whatnot. And right now, this is my medicine. This is, you know what I mean, how I'm keeping my mind focused.
Right. So when it comes to like giving beats to these artists, like, do you rather just sell beats, beat here, beat there, or do you want to do whole projects and whatnot? What do you prefer?
Well, if you'll notice, like, it's one or two ways. If I'm giving you a beat and you want to get down on it and you feeling it and you want to put it on your project, that's fine. But for the most part, if you sending me verses and we working together, I'm gonna take all of that and comprise. Like if you listen to my IG, all that stuff go to a project. You know what I mean? Go to the art of Wardell Curry. You know what I mean? That's that whole mixtape right there. And so most of my stuff I have in mind to put it together. Oh, this works with this. This works with this. Okay, this is the project. And that's we doing it right now. The Lakers versus Celtics. We about to start that project, and it's the same thought process. We're gonna go around, get MCs. I'm gonna hit Jay Cyanide. I know I want to try to get Jay. Planet Asia. My boy got Gonzo. I don't know if you heard of Gonzo from LA, from Caution. So we got a couple names already, and just keep making music.
So now, when it comes to getting these people, do you have to pay them, or are they doing this on the strength? Like, how does the producer get these guys? Like,
it's hit or miss. Some of them, they like the music so much, they fucking with it. And then, you know, the cats with a little bit more, you know, the weight in the game, they, you know, $300 or $400, which is not bad to me, and it's worth it. It's an investment to get a real MC on your shit. You can go get anybody to rap on top of the beat, but I would rather pay. I mess with Ice Lord. You know who Ice Lord is?
oh yes,
Yes,
from the Midwest.
Yeah, and so Ice Lord put me on with ST-Nack. You know what I mean? So you use one to get to the other ones. Well, what your boy want to get some money? $300-$400? Okay, holler at him for me. You know, and that's how we did the Wardell Curry one. And then my boy Rashid, he doing his own thing. He got his studio and whatnot, and he, you know, trying to do it the same way. But Big Head Science is me and him together.
Right.
But yeah, like some people don't want to pay these rappers, but I don't really understand that. This is an investment in yourself.
Right. Now, would you say there's good money in being an underground beat maker?
No, absolutely not. I mean, so far it's not really any money in it. I do it for the love, man. I do it because, like I said, it's keeping me sane, you know. And then when I put it out and I get the reaction, then you know, that's even better. That's my money, you know. That's what the fruit of this, you know, is that. And then if one day it do, you know, bring back some bread, great.
Right. So it's safe to say that you're not clearing any samples.
No, I'm not clearing.
I mean, you know, this is strictly for my diggers. You know, you didn't have to answer that, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, no, I mean, if you think about it, right now, the level I'm at, you know, I shouldn't have to clear samples. Now, if somebody grab it and fall in love with it and they want to get that cleared, that's on them.
Right.
That's on. Right now, it's to create the spark, to create the vibe. And so I'm not gonna be ducking and dodging, worrying about sample clearance while I'm creating. That's gonna hinder my creativity.
Gotcha. So who's on your wish list of MCs you want to work with next?
Oh man, Conway, Rock, like you said, Rock Marciano, Makami, Jadakiss. You know what I mean? On a different level. The obvious Nas and stuff like that, but yeah, that would be the perfect world.
So when sending beats out to people, like you reach out, let's say you reach out to, let's say, someone like a Jadakiss, a Nas, a Conway, Rock, a Makami, when compiling a beat CD for them, do you give them like 30, 40 beats, or is it 10 beats? How many beats?
Nah. I would honestly, I put together like 3 or 4 beats. Rashi put together 3 or 4 beats, and we package it like that. And we sit down, we have a little session, and make sure all of them meet each other's level. And once we do that, we send it out.
Right. So you're sending these same MCs
8
the same beats?
Yeah, it's about 8 beats.
So 8 beats. All right. So 8 beats on I guess a CD or flash drive or what have you, right? Okay. Now you give the same beat to the same package to the same these different artists, the same beats.
Nah, that's the thing about me. Like I want to look at you and say, oh, okay, no, he this type of rapper. So then I go get those type of beats. You know what I mean? Or because that's how you bring yourself out too. All these producers sending the same beat CD out. You know what I mean? Niggas is freestyling on your shit. At the hood, in the hood.
Right. Because has this ever happened to you? All right. So say you send out 8 beats and you send it out to like a casual, right?
Mm-hmm.
He uses, let's say 6, we'll say 5 out of those beats.
Mm-hmm.
Does he give back those 3 beats, or those 3 beats gone? Because you could take those 3 beats and give it to someone else. How does that work?
Well, this is the thing. He took the 6. You say
right.
He took beats. This actually happened. Took the 6 beats. A couple of the other 3, I didn't understand why he didn't take, because they was better than some of the ones that he did. But it's my beat. You know what I mean? So if you didn't use it, it ain't yours.
Right.
Bottom line.
So do you have to let him know, listen, those 3, the other 2 that you didn't use for the project, I'm taking those and I'm giving it to someone else?
I kind of feel like it's obvious. You know what I mean? I feel like it's obvious that that's the case. Like, first of all, it's supposed to sit there until you feel like getting on it. Nah, like, yeah.
That's the pet peeve right there. I've sent brothers beats, they'll maybe like 20 beats. They may, or even if it's beats at a time, if I'm working with an artist and I'm giving them beats, the album, he put the album together, it's like, okay, well, these are beats that you just have that you didn't use,
Mm-hmm.
I want to give these out.
Right.
The
ones he didn't use, them is yours.
Right. Or is he holding these for another time? It's got to be a communication.
That's the thing too. What's the plan here? Like, okay, if you planning on using them other beats, then we can work something out. But they not just sit up until you feel like rocking. And once you hear a beat, like you never have that feeling again about it. Like the first time you hear it, you know what I mean? That should touch you in a special way. And the more you call yourself writing to it and bumping it, you done ran out on your, listens. You know what I mean? And so I don't expect you to be able to spark the fire 16 after you done had the beat for a month. You know what I mean?
Right.
I want the now. I want that initial spark.
Right. True indeed. So what younger producers are you into? The ones that's out today. Who are you rocking with now?
The younger producers, I'm kind of still stuck on the older producers, man. I mean, like Alchemist and Darren just cool. you know, as for the younger ones, Derringer impressed me a couple times. Who else, man? You know, a lot of these producers, man, nowadays they're so trapped out. You know, I don't really, the youngsters I ain't really feeling. I'm trying to think of what youngsters is on some hip hop shit. Earl Sweatshirt.
Okay.
I dig Earl Sweatshirt.
What about Wavy the God?
Who?
Wavy the God. You heard of Wavy the God?
No, I don't know who Wavy the God is.
Or Clipto?
Who?
Clipto.
No.
Yeah, he's from your coast. He worked with Supreme Cerebral a lot too.
These brothers?
Yeah. But they're not. They're not blood brothers. I mean, but you know, these are you know what I mean. They out there doing their thing. Yeah.
They original descent.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Yeah, a lot of that's the thing too. A lot of these quote unquote cats that's on rushing to the white boys to go get music. You know what I mean? Like, you know, I don't, like I said, I like some of the stuff Derringer doing, but that's instant legend status. Like, and how? You know what I mean? How? So, you know.
Right. So what's next? Tell me what's next.
Like I said, that Lakers versus Celtics, just, you know, getting the MCs together, finishing the beats, doing the beats, and then comprising the project itself. And then we got to do a better job of marketing, you know, and learning that side of it. And maybe try to shoot another video or so. I didn't really like the video that we did for Casual Project. And growing, man, learning more, buying more equipment, learning to use it, freak it, and add it to my formula.
Right. Yeah, that's what's up. Well, yo, I just wanted to thank you for, you know, chopping it up with me. You know, this is strictly for my diggers. This is a platform where I'm putting the beat makers first. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of times we get the shitty end of the stick, you know, where we're left behind. You know, this is a chance for the viewers to place a face with the name.
That's what's up.
You know, and that's why, you know, I thought about you, especially when I thought about that fire-ass beat, Inglorious Bastards. I mean, that shit is just, I play that to this day, man. That shit is fire. And it was like, yo, the record skipped. And I'm like, did he do that on purpose? Or what? I mean, that joint was very ill, very creative.
Man, I appreciate you, man, reaching out, letting us get a little shine and whatnot.
Absolutely.
And man, we should do it again.
Oh, yeah, most definitely. Because what I want to do, you know what I mean? Because I got season 1 already done.
Okay.
And I interviewed a bunch of people. The architect, you know, had him on the
check-in. Yeah, that's my boy.
Yeah, had him on the check-in, you know. And what I want to do is maybe like once a month, once every 3 months, get everybody together on this Zoom and we just chop it up, play beats that we made for the week, or what we're working on. This is, like I said, this is strictly for my diggers. It's for us.
Yeah, that's dope.
It's a platform. Yo, this is what I did today or what last week, or this is what I did for the month. Check this out. And everybody just chopping it up on some beat science, you know?
Okay. Yeah, I'd love to be a part of that.
Absolutely, absolutely. So I want to do that, you know, after each season, boom, we got a little special show where we got 4 or 5 of us, you know what I'm saying, on the Zoom and just playing shit, talking beat science, chopping it up with each other, networking and connecting, and that'll give something for the viewers to really look at.
Yeah, definitely.
Definitely. But yo, I'm gonna say peace, my brother. Thank you so much.
Thank you too, brother. Take care.
All right, peace.
Peace.
I'm gonna tell you now, I ain't no holy individual, but I am righteous. I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm not gonna steal from you, I'm not gonna cheat you. I'm gonna tell you